Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special edition of FTW Future Focus. I am your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black. I am joined in the studio by the mastermind, Bobby Rogers, and today we have a controversy that we need to address, a personal matter that needs to be discussed because it affects the mastermind personally, and it affects the FTW network as a whole because it's a malicious thing that we've got to deal with today that was perpetrated on my friend. And Mastermind, with that, I will let you explain to the best of your ability what's going on, and we will address it as best we can.
Right on. Thanks, Rob. All right, guys, check this out. I've had a lot of friends tell me that I shouldn't have to do this. I should just let it be, leave it alone, let everything sit, let everybody just, you know, let everything just disappear. But I ended up getting some information, um, and it's bothering me. But I think I need to tell you a little bit of the backstory so you can understand what's going on. I was dating a young lady by the name of Wendy Nevis. She was the apple of my eye. When I very first met her 6 years ago,
All right, take your time. Try to be as calm as possible.
I am. The room stopped. I didn't see nothing but her. This is when I just came off of my surgery from the wrestling where my heart happened.
Hmm.
I saw her. I felt nothing like I felt before. We went on a date, perfect date, and then she ghosted me. It's like, what the hell? Well, come to find out down the road, she went back to her ex-boyfriend. Oh well, stuff happened. And then 8 months ago, got back in touch with her, started dating her. And I know she'd been through a rough patch because of her ex-boyfriend. Her ex was a piece of trash. He was, from what I've been told, or from good friends have told me. But we started dating, and I knew it was going to be a rough road because she just got out that type of relationship. I knew it was, so I did everything I could to show this woman that I cared for her. And eventually, to fall in love with her real quick. I did bought her flowers, bought her teddy bears, did everything I could to show her I'm not that type of dude. That I genuinely care. Around my birthday, stuff happened to where she got distant. She canceled on my birthday. Supposed to go to my buddy's wedding. Mickey, if you're watching, what's up? And she canceled on me. No reason. She just wanted to be alone, whatever. And, you know, I cried. I meant I didn't understand what was going on. And then since then, she's been acting distant. before she left Puerto Rico, I took her out to Fogo de Chao here at any real good restaurant out here, romantic. Took on carriage rides, did all this stuff. I'll post pictures in the comments here. She would never let me meet her parents. She would never let me meet her sister, her sister's husband. She wouldn't even let me meet some of her friends. And I would ask why. Why would I meet these people? You say,
And for the record, we never met her.
yeah.
We, as your friends, never met her either.
Well, Tony met her. Tony met her because she would be at the house when she'd come over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
But
right.
y'all didn't get to meet her because every time you was here, that she was gone, and you know.
Yeah, I've never met this woman, and I think only Tony has.
Right. But it's like, what's the deal? And I would get an attitude. I'd get mad. So she'd get mad at me. And I would concede myself because I'm like, I'm not trying to make you angry. I know what you've been through. I know this guy was controlling. I'm not trying to be that type of dude. Because I genuinely care for her. I mean, to this day, I still love her. Period. I might sound stupid, but I do. Sat up there, and this, all types of hit and miss. I found out something that's real personal. I can't say exactly what it is, but it's dealing with a family member that really touched me. I figured since she's my girl, I'm going to go ahead and let her know first, then let everybody else know. This last weekend, we planned to be together Saturday night and then Sunday. Well, it's our brother and sister's anniversary. Cool, what have you. You got to watch the dogs, whatever. At first, it was like, well, if it's only Bree, bring over here. It's all good. But then one of them is not feeling so well, so I get that. But the other day happened. And she's been doing this constantly that we've been together. Her friend calls up. And he wants to go. And I'm just going to put it out there. The dude's been homeless since we've been together. He finally gets an apartment. Whenever he wants to hang out, it seems like I'm, dropped or I'm canceled on. This is the first time. Probably like the 20th. So she cancels on me. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you canceling on me? We made plans. The reason it was so big to me was because I'm trying to tell her this important event in my life. And you're going to cancel on me for a dude that's homeless that finally gets an apartment. Screwed my head up. Now, don't get me wrong. She's nothing to do for 15, high school, I guess. But I'm your boyfriend. I'm sorry. I'm not all that. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I don't have the perfect diction. I'm not Denzel Washington. I can't even do the Macarena right. But you know what? I'm your boyfriend. I'm supposed to be someone you say you love. So why in the world are you canceling on me? Again, she snaps off. Now, I've given her a ring, showed her my commitment to her. I've done all this and she's accepted. And having a fun with the child. And then she blows up on me. And then, I won't lie, I was wrong. I rolled up and I snapped on her. I cussed her out. That's my fault. I should have been more mature in the situation. But after being canceled on and talked to like a dog, and basically being told that my efforts was shit compared to a person that has her carry alcohol into a movie theater for them, which makes no sense because if she gets caught with it, she gets in trouble. My whole argument about the whole thing, if this is your friend, Why is he doing stuff to have you carry stuff so you would get in trouble if you get caught? Why, if he knows if you have an alcohol problem, he has you around alcohol? Why is he a friend if he's putting you in situations that ain't cool? I'm a man looking out for his girl. I'm sorry, that's not controlling. But set up there, and I'm just like, I want to do this right, and I blew up. I got tired of being canceled on. I stood up for myself. I said, this isn't right. This is bullshit. If you're gonna treat me like this, give me my stuff, give me my ring, give me all that. No, she's got to go to work. Okay, again, waiting on her time. I'm like, all right, I got her stuff. She left stuff in my car. She told me to come up there that Monday. And I was like, no, because your friend is a state trooper. I'm sorry. You done lied to me. I don't trust that. Your friend is a state trooper. But then I started thinking, you know what? I'm at the government center. Stuff shouldn't happen. And she promised to be over Sunday. No, she didn't show up, didn't call, nothing. If she would have came over Sunday, we'd have changed everything, probably talked a little bit, and it'd have been done. Didn't show up, nothing. Okay. So I'm thinking I got to go somewhere anyway for a counseling session because I decided to put myself into counseling. I didn't like the way I snapped off on her. And I said, hey, I'm here. I'm outside. I got your stuff. Also bought her a day-to-day cup from Starbucks because I know that's what she wanted to remind her grandma. At least as a gift saying, listen, we might be we might be ending this, but I'm just showing you I still care. No response. Nothing. Okay. Let me bounce. Told her I'm gone. But I did see something. I see why she was dissing me. Now, I didn't stick around long enough because I was too hurt about seeing it, but of course she walked with another dude. All close. Okay, I got you. Now I'm getting the message. It's all good. I go by Kentucky and Man. Anybody knows about that in the Indianapolis area knows that there's a big old liquor store and parking lot. I get a call and text. I'm not going to do the driving and get that. So I pull over. Somebody pulls into the lot. Why? And they're watching me. Why? All of a sudden, I'll pull behind and see the license plate. He moves, but he moves in a position to watch me. When I finally figured out who it was, I'm talking to my buddy on the phone, and everybody's laughing. We're laughing like, why is he following me? Why is Wendy's dad following me? All right, I'm about to pull next to him and ask him, can I help you? What's wrong? What did I do? He pulls off. So now I'm pissed. I pull off behind him. As we driving down the street, I'm like, you know what? This is stupid as hell. Let me pull off. I'm gonna go home. This is dumb. So as I turn, I notice a car turning behind me. Who is this? I make a quick left. They make a quick left. I pull over. They pull over. Interesting. Okay. So what's the deal? Her brother-in-law gets out. I think his name is Shaw or Ka or whatever you want to call it. I think Jim Cornette is the right way. He said Ka. I don't know what his name is. Right. But tall black dude. I guess I'm supposed to be intimidated. Trying to tell me, messing with Wendy, blah blah blah. I was like, dude, you don't care about Wendy. You really don't care about it. You use it. And he's like, what? How is that? I said, because I remember on her 40th birthday, you said to her you would get a bunch of guys to run a train on her. Now, what type of brother-in-law is going to tell their sister-in-law they're going to get guys to run a train on? I'm supposed to be happy about that? I'm supposed to be cool about that? And I told her straight out, you're a bitch. Excuse my language, but that's what I said. He's a bitch. But then the thing that hurt me the most is out of the passenger seat, on the passenger side of the car, Wendy's mom comes out. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm not trying to argue in front of you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. Please, understand this is not about you. But him, he's got a problem. He tries to usher her into the car real quick because I'm saying the truth. Then he told me he'll whoop my ass and all this shit. And I was like, look, dude, I've held shows all around this damn city. If you got a problem with me, I can hold a show. I'll give you all the money and I'll whoop your ass. So if you got beef with me like that, let's take care of it. And then he said something. I said, shut your bitch ass up. Then when he acted like he was going to charge me, I stood up. What? He then looks like, oh shit, goes in his car and drives off. So I did follow him to the house because I wanted to see their dad. I wanted to see her dad. And I'm like, sir, can I have a word with you? He's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Fine. But I'm telling you right now, that dude keep talking trash and talking shit to me. He's going to end up coming home with his ass whooped. So you need to calm him down. I drove the fuck off. I'm upset. I'm halfway crying because I love Wendy and why is this shit happening? I'm not paying attention to what I'm driving. I'm just driving. Ironically, I end up at the same fucking street. As I'm driving down the street, there's a big Jeep Cherokee sitting in the middle of the street. What the fuck? So I'll go ahead and I'm trying to get past. They're backing up, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? I'm talking to my buddy on the phone at the time. This is happening. And she's like, you got a problem with my sister? I was like, wait a minute. You're men? What's up? Oh, we ain't cool. Oh, really? Okay. So you got a problem with my sister? I said, no, I don't have a problem with your sister. He said, well, you got a problem with my husband? I said, yeah, I got a big problem with him. I said, how the fuck is it cool? Cool with you that he tells your sister that he can arrange a train to be ran on her. What type of sister? Ooh, what type of sister is you? She looks at me and says, Wendy told you that? I said, yes. And she said, don't believe everything you hear when it comes from Wendy. I start breaking down right there. Because if her own sister is telling me that she lied about something that big, coming from somebody that's supposed to be that close to her, it made me think, what did she lie to me about? How long has she been lying to me? The police pull up. I'm talking to the police. Let them know what's going on. He's like, let me talk to them. And he even comes back to me and says, this story don't make no sense. They got your stuff. Here's your stuff. Just go home. Just, just let go. Because think about it. I'm a black man in Indianapolis, and a woman claims whatever she claimed. I don't even know what she claimed. So, if that was the case, I would have been arrested right then and there. But I wasn't. I drove off, went home, and bawled my eyes out. I understand to say it. This whole thing is stemming from either one or two things. Wendy is scared because of what happened to her before, and it's her way of pushing me away. Or B, she tried to cover up bullshit that she was on, but she was cheating. Or C, it was both. I really don't give a shit. Well, I do give a shit. I can't lie about that. I do. Because it hurts. And then, to top that off, you would think everything would be over. Everything would be quiet. I talked to Tony. Tony said just leave it alone, be quiet, chill out, right? Ironically, guys, listen to this. This ain't no joke. Facebook has groups to where women come on and compare us. And if we do them wrong, they let them know what it is. Now, I don't know what this group is. I don't, okay? I don't know the name of the group. Even if I did, I wouldn't say anything because I would like to keep it anonymous, like they have it. It's comfortable for them. It's comfortable for most of them to get on there, from what I understand, and they let out whatever it is, okay? But her and her sister tried to go on this thing and bash me, from what I understand. And from what I've been told, some people have, when Wendy herself got on there and said the stuff that I was doing, they kind of looked at her like, what the hell is your problem? He's done nothing but be nice to you. He likes you. Why are you acting like this? She calls me clingy. And you know what? I'll accept that. I am clingy. I like my woman to be around. I like to have fun with my woman. I like spoiling my woman. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with showing that you actually care and love a person. Because I do. Even with this shit that's going on now, I genuinely love this woman. And to sit up here and to do an about face and to now all of a sudden I'm this monster. All of a sudden I'm this, I'm that, and I'm no good. And girl, you can. I've heard some comments and trying to spread my name across Facebook. Look, man, check this out. She's saying the stuff about me and it ain't true. I never hit a woman. No, I take that back. There's two cases I would hit a woman. They got a gun or they got a knife. My life in danger, you gotta go. Sorry, see what I see. But as far as anything else, no, I wouldn't. I've spoke up many times against that. I'm a professional wrestler, or was. I take that title so seriously. I've done things and been able to do things that most people don't get the opportunity to do, and I'm proud of them. And I would never tarnish that legacy to sit up here and waste it on a female hitting them. But obviously, they don't give a shit about me. It sucks because we don't have a defense mechanism when this shit happens. Most people jump off the block and say, hey, this dude did this. Oh my God, this dude is terrible. Blah, 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 blah. And I honestly wish that people would step back and say, let me hear the whole situation. Let me hear everything. Rob, as you know from me talking to you, Tony knows I love this girl.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't hurt a hair on her head. I wouldn't even fart in her direction. That's toxic waste, man. I didn't do that. You know. And I would be wholeheartedly and just sit up here and say, I still love her. I do. And everybody comes up with these terms nowadays. Narcissistic, blah, 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 attachment avoidant, Michael Jackson's curse. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay? I'm old school. I don't know about this shit. I don't know about attachment avoidance and detachment avoidance and all these technical terms, but I started reading this stuff so I could be a better person for her. And I'm starting to read this stuff because now I'm seeing what this dating scene is out here when it comes to when you're trying to date somebody in this day and age. It has evolved 500,000%. This is weird. But my thing is that A, never touch this chick. Never would. Because if you dislike me that much to go ahead and lie like that, why would I give you an excuse to make yourself look right? But B, deep in my heart, I know she's scared. I do. And I might be the dumbest motherfucker on earth right now. I don't care. You know, the one thing that hurt the most was somebody told me that either her or her sister said that I got on and with these fake ass fucking tears try to manipulate somebody. And it's like, really? Me? You got to fake? I'm faking? This is not faking. This is a face of a man that's hurt. This is a face of a man that loved your sister, that loved Wendy, that still does, and is getting jacked around. This is where you're trying to run this man's reputation when he's done nothing. But, I guess that's just the way our world works. Listen, guys out there, I just hope you understand if you come across something, tell them it's bullshit. Tell them they're full of shit. I love this woman. I never would touch her. And unfortunately, she got people behind her that claim that they're friends and family. They really don't give a shit about her. I probably will never be able to date her again. And I'm cool with that. My thing is, I just want everybody to know the truth and know both sides. After that, run with it how you want to. But I think it's kind of strange, and I hope you guys take this in consideration. Why in the hell would you try to bash me on a Facebook group that I can't see, that I can't defend myself on, that I can't say or do anything about, to put evidence out there to show I'm not lying? Like I said, look at the comment section later, and you'll see I'm going to just lay out everything so you can see it. How? Why would you do that? Except to intentionally inflict pain and to severely ruin a person's reputation. They did nothing, but when you stepped to him, he told you the fucking truth. or when you step to him, he showed you but nothing but love. Guys, I love all you guys. I hope you guys support me in this. Tell your friends to watch this video. Tell everybody to watch this video. I want this to spread. I want this to spread all over. Because there are a lot of guys like me that's out here. They deal with this type of bullshit. And we don't get no recognition. We don't get any type of solace. Because we're supposed to be men. No, man. I'm supposed to be in love. And I got robbed. Ski mask and all. So I'm just saying, spread this video. Say your comments. I hope you support me. I'm not trying to put it one-sided like some other people out there trying to make themselves look innocent. Like I said, I was wrong for snapping off the way I was. That was bogus of me. But other than that, that was not cause for all this. And I hope you guys support me still. And I hope you guys will rally around and we stop shit like this.
Well, Bobby, I'm glad you were able to get your side of the story out. I realize that you've a whole lot of toxicity over the last week or so, and I can certainly appreciate it as a divorcee myself. And um, you know, it sounds like at the tail end of a toxic relationship, you were trying to return someone's personal property and you were set up to be made an example out of just because somebody wanted to make themselves look like the baby face. And I understand that there are legitimate concerns about people at the end of relationships who think that they're being harassed for whatever reason, but that's not what this is. I've known you for 12 years. I have never known you to deliberately start a fight, especially not with a woman. And the fact that you tried to return someone's personal property that you were dating, and you were it was known that you had this stuff and that you were trying to return it. Obviously, if you weren't, then someone with a blue suit and a badge would have come to you to get that property back. But then to have someone's brother-in-law follow you around with the intentional purpose of trying to start a fight and staging it as to try to make it your fault is a horrible thing to do to anyone, especially when you were supposed to be in a loving relationship that lasted a lot longer than a casual relationship would have. We're talking about 9 months here. That's long enough to have a child. And if you're not serious about a relationship, then you end it after 8 or 10 weeks at best. You don't drag it out for over half a year and then ghost someone the way she did. Now, this video is not a personal attack against Wendy, and it should not be construed as such. I'm just giving my opinion as a friend to someone that I've known for 12 years. But, ladies and gentlemen of the world, I know this man. I know Bobby Rogers. He's not going to hurt anyone unless he's being attacked, like physically attacked with the intent to harm. So, to wrap things up, Bobby, I'm glad that you have this forum and that you can speak back. And my only hope is that you're able to get some legal protection against this woman so that she can't come after you in some other fashion and try to to slander you in any further way, especially since not only is it a personal issue, but it's a professional one because we have a podcast, we have a online presence here, and to try to sully your reputation uh, bleeds over into our crew and to our show and to us all.
Yep.
So I want to make perfectly clear that you're just on here to tell the truth. You're on here to make sure that both sides of the story are heard. And it's very important that not only one voice is heard. And that doesn't mean that women who complain about men that they've dated are necessarily wrong. Sometimes they need to do that, God knows.
Yeah.
But there is an imbalance in this society that is tilted against men when it comes to relationships. And you're right, the rules of dating have vastly changed. You and I are middle aged men. We don't deal with this game anymore. And the, the fact that the rules of dating have been so skewed against men that it's difficult for us to get a fair shake even at the beginning of a relationship, let alone the end of one, is reprehensible in our society.
But can I say this? Can I say this?
Go ahead.
I think that the common thing and everything goes with this trend. They go by these trends. You know, something on Twitter, and it's shown on Twitter, it's a trend. Something shown on TV, it's a trend. Instead of going with these trends, how about just going with human decency? How about just going with it's you, it's me, it's versus the world. Let's do this. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
trashing people on social media has become a uncensored and unresponsible pastime. There
Yeah.
are no consequences hardly at all for anything that anyone says online, especially if it's about an ex, and especially if there is no way in hell anyone else can get the other side of what's happening.
Yeah.
And and you showed me some personal correspondence. I believe it was on either Twitter or Instagram or something that had to do with this incident, and it was all very much one-sided
Yeah, but we gotta
until a
chill on
couple
that.
of
We gotta
people
chill on
called.
that.
Well,
We
yeah,
gotta chill on
exactly. So the point is that since you have a platform to set the record straight from your end, I'm very glad that you're doing that. And I'm perfectly happy to support my friend and be a, support group for you in the future because it looks like you're going to need it going forward.
that. Yeah.
And hopefully this will be the end of it. I know that I've seen things like this get dragged out in a legal sense for whatever reason, but it I say this as a friend, Bobby, but I think you dodged a bullet. If Miss Wendy was willing to do this to you after after you've made a commitment and she didn't, God knows what she would have done had you had gotten engaged and had you gotten into a marriage of some sort. God knows what would have happened. So as much as you love this woman, and I can tell that you do, and I think the whole world can tell that your feelings are genuine. Anyone who says that you're fake crying because you're a professional wrestler can kiss the fattest part of my ass. Uh, but
Damn.
but here's the deal. I think that I think things have worked out for the best. God works in mysterious ways, and I think that I think that your life is going to be better. That this has ended, and we're going to move on from this, and we're going to be better people for it. So, Bobby, you're very brave to be doing this, and I'm happy to help you through.
Thanks. Now here at the FTW Network, we always close it out with a song. Got a special one for this. But thanks. Let everybody listen to this. Let everybody hear this. Spread it around.
All right.
But
Tune
we'll
in
see
for
you
the
about 4:30.
podcast. We will see you soon.
Yep, 4:30. FTW Future Focus. Let's get it.
You want my blood, you want that high, you wanna kill what gives me life. So feast on me, I hope you show all parts of me. I know you love to hate the most. You can bite into me, you can sink in your teeth, suck the life out of me, damn boy. You can try me to stay, but I'm a bitch, I won't break. No, I won't be your prey, damn boy. Damn boy. Damn boy. I am the light that'll burn you like fire. Damn boy. You won't suck the life out of me. You wash your head to leave a scar. You wanna feed on me until I'm dead. No, you won't sleep till you put me in my grave. You can bite into me, you can sink in your teeth, suck the life out of me, damn boy. You can try me to stay, but I won't bend, I won't break. No, I won't be your prey, damn boy. Damn boy. Damn boy. I am the light that'll burn you like fire. Damn boy. You won't suck the life out of me. You can bite into me, you can sink in your teeth, suck the life out of me, vampire. You can try me to stay, but I won't bend, I won't break. No, I won't be your prey, vampire. 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 I am the light that'll burn you like fire. Vampire. You won't suck the life out of me.
Bobby, your mic is muted.
My bad.
That's all right.
Thanks.
Probably better left unsaid.
Video says it all, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this special edition. We will see you in the future, and the future will be in about 15 minutes. We will see, well, about 30 minutes actually. We will see you on the regular podcast. Have a good one.